Welcome to Thrifty Garage. My name is Carson, and today I'm going to diagnose some starting issues on my lawnmower. This is a Grasshopper 322D, but these starting issues can be diagnosed on pretty much any machine if you have a wiring diagram and follow what I'm showing you here. So right behind here we've got the battery, and just so I don't have to continually take off the side panel to access the battery, I've added this charger wire which can be disconnected right here. When I'm diagnosing things, one of the best tools to use is a test light. To use a test light, you need a ground. One of the best places to connect the ground will be right here. So I can disconnect this, hook onto this ground wire, and then start testing. In addition to the test light, another necessary tool for this project is a wiring diagram. Wiring diagrams are pretty easy to find nowadays with the internet. So down here I've got the starter, and I've traced back this blue wire, which goes into a relay, and then it goes to the key switch. To test this out, I started with the key. Turn to the left, we've got the preheat. So this is a diesel engine, so that just preheats the cylinder. And then if we turn to the right, we've got the on switch, and then we've got our start switch, which is not doing anything at the moment. So we can test that further by following back the wires. So here is the underside of that starter switch, and we can just start poking around. We don't want to touch two posts at once, but we can touch one at a time. And when we touch them, we can find out which ones are hot. So that one lights me up, so that one's hot. This red one's not hot. Blue one, nothing. Brown one, nothing. We'll get another on the other side. Nothing as well. So if I turn it to the pre-charged side, that red one lights up. Blue's still off. Brown one's on now. And the other side, let's see what that is. So if we turn it to the on position, this red one lights up. Obviously our hot should always be on. On the other side is off now, and brown's off. And then I know that the blue is our starter, so when we turn it to start, that comes on. But we know that the start wire is the only wire that's being engaged when it's put to that start position, so we can follow that blue wire back, which leads us over to this relay that's hanging out. Now, I don't think this relay is the factory one. On the front here it says Hella, which I know is an off-road manufacturer for off-road lights. So this may be a problem, but we can look into it and see. So we know we've got power to the key, and from the key to the relay. I also can test it at the starter. Okay, I've got my test light plugged into my blue wire that's coming into the starter. Turn the key on, and I've got no light. After tracing these wires, it looks like the wiring goes underneath the engine, and then it runs up and around and over to the other side. Okay, I traced back this blue wire, found it in this harness, and I found out that it's this side. So I jumped this wire. And just so you know, I jumped this wire, and then I used a test light on the other side of this wire to make sure I'm getting power through. So with the test light installed, I can turn my key switch to start, and now I've got a light. So I know that that wire is good from here to there. So rather than throwing parts at this, I've tested the problem and ensured that the solution is changing out the starter relay. Having the starter relay being the wrong type with the Hella off-road lights was kind of an indicator. I'm not sure how many amps this is rated for, but this does need to be a 30 amp. The way I know that is we've got a starter fuse right here. It's a 30 amp fuse. I've already tested this with my light as well to ensure that we've got power on both sides of that fuse, that the fuse is not blown. So let's go ahead and throw in this new relay and see if that fixes our problem. It's only blown away. Hit the starter. And we've got power. So while I'm in here messing with all these wires, I also wanted to check my charging system. So I've got this battery extender essentially. So here I've got 12.1 volts. Let's go ahead and see what it's at while it's running. So to start this machine, I've got those glow plugs. Warm those up for 5 to 10 seconds, and I can start it. Well, as you can see there, I've got to address another wiring issue. I got 12.1 volts while it's sitting still, not running, and then I've got 12.1 volts while it's running. So what that's telling me is while it's running, it's going to continue to draw down that battery. I was a little bit leery that this might be the case, but I wanted to test out the alternator, and as I've done so here, it's obviously not working. The previous owner said that they put a new alternator in it, and so something's going on there that I need to look at. I just pulled this fuse for the alternator regulator, and it looks like it's still intact in there, but it's definitely got some issues. It looks like it's been either heated up or something in there. We've got some corrosion on here as well. So I think I'll swap this out, and that may resolve our problem. In fact, I also swapped out the starter fuse as I was diagnosing these things. Similar, not as bad as this regulator one, but similar problems where we've got corrosion on here. Just gonna replace those and count that out as a possibility. Here's a look next to a brand new one. Well, that was an easy fix. It just needed a new fuse. One part of the reason I've got this charger is so that I can keep this battery topped off, and because I was worried that there was an alternator issue. So I'll go ahead and plug that charger in again and get this battery topped off and make sure it stays fresh and doesn't lose its life. These battery tenders are really nice. On the side here you can see what all the different lights mean. So solid red means that the battery is charging, and where solid green indicates that the battery has been charged. Well, it's been a productive project. I've solved a few problems, some that I knew I had, some that I thought I had. All fixed now. Thanks for watching Thrifty Garage. Please like, comment, and subscribe.